Welcome back to another episode of the Ratchet Ramblings podcast presented to you by the CSPN and London. Yes, I am one half of your host, Jeremy. Well, one third of your host, Jeremy, aka Black Dante on Twitter, aka Fuck Wakabi, aka Fuck Kaya, aka sometimes you just gotta take a mental health day and tell your manager, hey, bruh, I ain't coming in today. And as always, I'm joined by my friend and my co-host.
Yes. It's your girl Candace, aka London and Mommy on Twitter, formerly known as Intense Desire, better known as white people love bringing snacks to work that aren't individually wrapped, and I'm not here for that shit. The admin at my job has a bowl on her desk, and it's just filled with open popcorn.
Wait, what?
She got a bowl of popcorn on her desk, like a community bowl of popcorn, not little bags of popcorn.
But just
Just
like whole ass popcorn just out in the open.
correct.
That
That's
see
a,
they don't upset London.
tell them boobies,
Mm-hmm.
tell it.
Don't upset London. See
That is disgusting.
that's piggybacking off our episode last week with Lexa. Like white folks just do not believe in hygiene or cleanliness or anything of the sort.
At all.
It's like
And
why
it's
it get to the
frustrating.
it get to the it get to the yeah it get to the point where you just like why all white people like what are y'all doing like what are y'all
And
okay? No, the
they
fuck y'all not.
truly should not be allowed to exist on this planet with us, but yet they do.
Right.
I just
Total
if
help
ever
me
there was
fam.
if ever I could wish for something, it would be a chance to redo evolution and white people off the face of the planet.
Them in the hotels.
Correct.
Yeah, and Kyle, cause fuck Kyle. But yes, we are the Ratchet Ramblers podcast. Thank you all so much for listening. You can check us out at our website, our network website, cspn.us. This is a CSPN media production. And you can click on that podcast tab and listen to all of our episodes thus far. And if you like us talking about these reality TV shows and their hot ass messes, you can leave a comment on the episode page. You can rate the show on the episode page. You can leave us reviews for the show, however you listen to and subscribe for your podcast through your podcast listening device. And a big way you help us out is on our network website. Go to that Keep Our Podcast Free tab, shop with all of our many sponsors, and use our promo codes. It's of no extra cost to you. All it does is a portion of your proceeds will go to our CEO and network chair classic, and it all it does is help him keep the lights on and keep all the shows free, pay for bandwidth and all that good shit. So you won't have to pay to listen to my country ass sound like a plate of hog maws and those potato salad that was made by the Mima that's nice, but her wig fucked up.
Mm. Yeah, well,
Man.
can't eat everybody potato salad, but the Mimo with the fucked up wig usually got some good potato salad because she put a little mustard in it.
That's usually how it go. That's usually
She
how it
do,
go.
do put a little mustard in that potato salad, and that shit do be smacking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It's always the one with the fucked up lace front that make the best food. I don't know what it is.
It's like her wig be sitting on her eyebrows.
Right, right, right. But so yeah, with that, the church announcements out the way. We got a lot to cover because this has been a pretty good week in reality TV. It has not been theater, but it's close. It was
We're,
close.
we're not gonna get that until Love and Hip Hop Atlanta makes its way back to our TV screens March the 19th.
Yes,
That is on my baby's birthday, by the way.
yes.
So we're usually yes, London. Okay.
Big Mama too.
Usually we uh take our first route on to VH1. But we're gonna do a little differently. We're gonna jump on to Bravo this week because baby,
Listen,
Real
let me tell you
Housewives
something.
of Atlanta and God dang Married to Medicine. Woo,
We have a lot to unpack.
it's a lot. I got baggage for days.
Yes, and I have a layover and frequent flyer miles.
Yes.
Cause listen, Effie, we all got pain. So
Uh,
go ahead, ladies first.
let
Go
me
ahead.
let me. Um, how much longer are the people that watch Real Housewives of Atlanta going to allow Nene to keep being the victim, even though she is the aggressor, and a lot of the shit between her and Kim? It's tired. It's tired. Let me say this: if I don't like you, if I don't fuck with you, if I'm not your friend, if I don't have no words for you, guess what I'm not going to do? Sit up and discuss you and your personal life and your family life and talk about your husband, take digs at your kids. I'm not doing any of that. Nene continuously takes digs at Kim that she has no business taking, and she does it in front of Sheree because she knows Sheree is gonna run back and tell Kim.
Yep, it's a method to her madness.
She wants to be at odds with somebody. And it was like a Spider-Man meme, Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man meme when she sat her big goofy bad wig wearing ass in that confessional and said, "Oh, Kim swears she's so happy, but she not happy because if she was happy, she wouldn't be doing ABCDEFG." Well, Nene, you doing the same thing. Let you tell her you and Greg good, you making money, you building new houses, you wearing the finest threads, your kids not stealing out of Walmart no more, but you still running your mouth about Kim. Girl.
Correct. You know, I, we have had words for Kim Zolciak on this podcast, and
Yes.
rightfully so, because Kim trash. Let it not be lost that Kim trash. However,
Correct.
Nene is equally trash, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, for a couple of reasons. First of all, yes, London. Thank you. I'm about to go. I'm about to drag.
He
First of
about to
all,
go.
first of all, if you gon' talk about Kim, at least let the shit you saying about Kim be accurate.
Because Kim is trash enough where you ain't got to make up lies to prove how trash she is.
Correct. Because this shit about when Nene was like, I ain't never known somebody that had cancer, that had a disease, that had what the other shit she had. She said dick problem or some shit, wasn't it, Candace? Like she went on a whole Rolodex of shit, talking about she ain't never met nobody that done did all the shit Kim done did. And the shit that you accused Kim of doing was a lie. Because again, Bravo, I don't know, Andy on Bravo and Mona on VH1, they have been stepping up their game, running the beautiful bean footage of pulling these goddamn receipts and catching these people in lies because all that shit that Nene said about Kim, Bravo ran the bean footage, all that shit was goddamn lie. Every single last one of the shit was a lie. Nene ain't telling not one goddamn truth about Kim. So you don't if you want to prove somebody trash, just let them be. Because again, Kim gonna give you reasons to say she trash. That's what she does. But you ain't
That's
got to make up no shit.
you definitely don't have to make up shit to say that Kim is trash. First of all, whatever. Here's the thing: I get really annoyed when people dig at these three things: people's kids, people's family, and people's health. Those things should remain off limits to people. You ain't got to sink that low. Whatever health issues Kim has or has not had is none of your business, especially with your husband just coming off some heart issues. You
Correct.
really should tread the fuck lightly.
Right. When you do
And
the
you talking,
clownery.
and then she talk about, oh, Kim, our guy surely is good because Kim's still here through all of that. And bitch, so is Greg.
Right.
Greg ain't that far removed from being in the goddamn hospital with irregular heartbeats.
Correct. You was up here shitting your goddamn replastered nose.
Exactly. So I'm just again like her kids, her husband, and her medical issues should not be on the table. Those are low blows.
Right.
I don't give
Now,
a fuck how
I
you feel.
I know when we first started the podcast because that came out, but the show hadn't aired. And it came out, that shit with like Brielle and Kim.
Yes.
Now that we have
Yes.
the context of it, yeah, Nene wrong. I'm sorry, Nene wrong.
Nene wrong, and what Kim did, I don't mind it. She got what her hand called for
When you do
because
the clownery.
that. So initially, it was made to seem like Kim did this, and then Nene reacted.
Right.
But the show shows that Nene talked all this stuff about Kim, and Sheree and not Phaedra, Portia relayed the message back to Kim. And next thing you know, everybody had a video of roaches in Nene bathroom.
Because she sent it to everybody.
Every goddamn body.
God, the shit that killed me was, Candace was like, child, Kim dragging your ass. Woo! We'll get the Candy and somebody that got on my damn nerves about Candy, including Nene in a second. But
yeah, at first it's not no big deal. Water bugs in the South, not no big deal. That's the thing. I've been to New Orleans and shit, and it wasn't nothing to see no flying roaches or no roaches and shit. That's just what the fuck it is. But when you keeping up shit, you need to make sure water bugs ain't invading your goddamn brand new house you claim you had built from the ground up.
Right, and I think at the time when it came out, like it was portrayed like Kim and Brielle said that she got roaches and stuff and all this, that, and the third. Now the context of the show showing something different. It's like, yeah, Nene trash. Like she trash.
Yeah, not to mention after all this happened, Nene got on social media and was like, if it was any roaches in my bathroom, it came from your daughter's pussy or some shit like that. Nene super trash, and she really might want to climb down off whatever high horse she's sitting on before she lose a lot more than just that opening up for escape tour shit, because Nene crosses a lot of boundaries that she is furious when they're crossed with her. Because when people have said something about Greg in the past, Nene flew off the handle. When Sheree brought up the oldest son stealing from Walmart, Nene flew off the handle. You know, whenever it's something about Nene, she gonna fly off the handle, but she can't seem to watch her goddamn mouth. Which leads me to when they got to Barcelona and they were picking rooms. First off,
come on with it, friend. Come on with it.
Let me tell you something. Don't plan no goddamn girls trip and mix and match how we gonna sleep. Either everybody sharing a room or everybody getting a room to their motherfucking self. Don't play with me like you know camp counselor and I'm the kid at camp. You get a room to yourself, but I'm sharing the room with other people. No. If you can't find something big enough where we could all have a room, then we all need to be sharing a space. And that's just what the fuck it is. And so Candy went and picked her room, then Shereo, big donkey nose ass, gonna take the room. They sitting around and here, this shit would flew me off the handle with Nene. She gonna say, well, the more mature people should have the first pick of the rooms. Mature? You old bitches keep the most mess going on the show. Nene, Kim, and Sheree keep the absolute most messy high school immature drama going on Atlanta.
That is correct. That's what, like you said, that's what threw me off, because she was like the more mature women. And I'm like,
Ain't nothing
Okay,
mature about you bitches but them terrible ass goddamn wigs y'all been wearing all season.
that right? Because I'm thinking like what Candy said. She's like maybe like in age, but she was talking about like an actual maturity level, and it's like Nene Lanithia Leaks mature, bitch. Where?
One of the main reasons that Nene keeps making her way back to Atlanta is because she is messy, shady, and immature. And while we may love her for it, it is the God's honest truth that Nene is one of the messiest, immature, shadiest bitches on that show. So if that was the case, her and Sheree should have been in motherfucking bunk bed somewhere with
Right.
a nightlight on. They that immature. I couldn't believe the audacity. Let me tell you who got on my nerves so bad and continues to get on my nerves. Fucking Marlo.
I
Holy
really want to
shit.
know why Marlo is back making cameos this season. Honestly, I really want to know.
Marlo has chosen to have an issue with Candy because Candy is pretty monotone and has always been. The only time I ever seen Candy not speak in the same tone of voice is when she was about to punch the weave out of Portia head when the whole shit came out about trying to drug her or some shit. And she was like, I'm gonna
Ooh,
drag your ass.
that's what I'm talking about. Ooh,
Yeah. That's
like I know she was angry and rightfully so, but that shit was funny.
that's the only time I ever seen Candy tone of voice change. Other than that, she's really monotone on the show.
And
And
they know
and, and Marlo talking about some you dry, you this, let me give you etiquette. No offense. Marlo can't give a lesson on a motherfucking thing except for how to catch a sugar daddy. Because that is her claim to goddamn fame.
correct.
Is getting a sugar daddy. We don't Marlo ain't never did shit substantial, but living like a queen. If you can't teach us how to get sugar daddies, we don't need no etiquette lessons from you, Marlo. You was
Right.
just burping in Cynthia face at the dinner party.
Right. How quickly we forget.
Fucking etiquette, girl.
I couldn't believe that shit when I heard. I was like, etiquette,
What kind of bullshit is you on?
etiquette from Marlo in this economy. Keep that
Child.
away. Keep that away from me and my family, Marlo. Well, let's just have the man that white folks selected president to teach us about etiquette, huh? Let's just
Oh,
since
oh, baritone, Barry voice ass
I
Marlo
was
talking
about to
about
say the other thing
goddamn
that made it
etiquette.
weird is because like Marlo, you don't sound that different from Candy,
Exactly. You got drunk at a vegan dinner party talking about I gotta go to my cousin's house.
right?
I gotta go to my cousin's house
Oh, that
now.
sounded like
Bitch,
the second cousin, a little scrappy. If you don't get the fuck Marlo,
girl, good damn night.
good right? Not even good damn look, good damn night. Go to bed. You wildin', go to sleep. Um. So also, speaking of, Portia and Cynthia having a big little argument was kind of like it was you know what, like when two dumb blondes arguing about who dumber. That's kind of how I felt to me.
I feel like so. Here's the thing: we haven't seen enough of Cynthia and this dude to even really um come to a valid conclusion on what he really on. And I feel like Portia, the last person, needs to be giving anybody love advice because her love life is in shambles, and she had to get like one of those millionaire matchmaker ass companies to try to set her up, and she still couldn't have a successful date.
White women's.
Portia, you listen. Them white women tried to get you to fuck Ricky Smiley. Girl, good goddamn night. Yes, night. Night.
You know,
Exactly.
You're doing amazing, London.
I was just like,
I
and can I tell you what else? Here's the thing: if you told me once you think the person ain't no good, and I'm not talking about the person, I'm not coming to you about no issues I'm having with the person. Cynthia and the nigga on the break, ain't they?
shit, we don't know.
She ain't. Last episode, she said they was on the break. She ain't said nothing else about the man. Why? Why is you trying to argue about somebody that she not even discussing? Go. Exactly. Go get a life, Portia. Jesus.
I agree with that. At the same time, it was like Cynthia wouldn't be in this situation if she wasn't one chasing behind Peter, and then two like doing what she actually said she was gonna do and just like live her life. You know what I mean? So it's like she was right about Portia, but at the same time, it's like you having a it's like you said. I think not last episode if you weren't here, but like a couple episodes ago, it's like, girl, you having a whole ass breakdown for a nigga. Y'all ain't even sending each other news and shit. Like, so, like, what you doing?
Correct.
So it's like she had a point about Portia, and I would not disagree with them, and I agree. At the same time, it's like Cynthia, if you had a mind of your own, you wouldn't even be in this situation where people talking about your business like this and talking about your man because he ain't even supposed to be your man. Y'all ain't even he ain't even sent you a print pic or something like.
Exactly.
But you know, good the hell luck, everybody. But yeah, also, something that made me I was crying when they had the dinner and they had that damn wig saying it was Kim. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny as fuck. Cause when the little scroll, the cashier said it was like wig Kim. I laughed from a hearty place at that shit. I was like, you shady motherfuckers. Eva just sitting there looking like, y'all oh wow.
Exactly.
Eva just sitting there Eva just sitting there looking gorgeous and being gorgeous as she is, just being like, oh, I know how to deal with Miss, but y'all on some other shit.
Where the fuck did they get the rumor that Eva dated Missy Elliott?
Right.
I'm not even trying to be funny, but Missy Elliott has never confirmed nor denied how she identifies in her sexuality for that to even be a thing.
Right.
Like, how that's a rumor on the blogs, and we don't even know for sure if Missy date men or women or both.
Right. I will say Missy age has been kind because Missy don't listen.
Ooh, listen, Missy is actually finer. She on some Benjamin Buttons type shit.
Correct.
Missy been posting pictures on goddamn Twitter, and she looked like a whole ass snack.
Right.
Oh man, she been looking hella good. She done found the right hairstyle. Her makeup look good. She been keeping that weight off. Missy look good. I ain't gonna even hold you. She
good damn motherfucker.
Yep. And let's stop acting like Candy is like a super lesbian. Candy don't talk about her sex life with Todd, let alone her exploits with women. And every time you bitches get a chance, y'all talk about, well, Candy want to fuck. Candy don't want you bitches. That's the thing. Like, it's really weird.
It's VV weird. VV weird.
It's really annoying.
Correct.
Like, Candy don't want to fuck y'all, and if Candy start bringing up every time y'all was some y'all was infamous for, like Nene's sons going to jail, or Cynthia not being able to stay married, or Portia being dumb as the box of rocks, or Marlo being a scammer, or what the fuck ever, Sheree dating a jailbird, they would cry wolf. Cause you see how serious it got when Candy brought up that nigga. She was like, y'all will know when I knock Cynthia down. Cause she gonna be acting like how she do over that nigga.
Mm-hmm. That's like
Conversation went from 0 to 100.
mm-hmm. When you do the clownery.
She was like, I got something for y'all ass. Keep my name and my vagina out y'all mouth. Cause I do not
Right.
want you bitches.
Right. That's a move. That's a
That's a
move.
big move. That's a
So
big
that's relevant. I mean, Real Housewives. It was short, but it was a lot. But yeah, they was wild. So Married to Medicine.
oh.
Okay, so I'll start it off. So Dr. Heavenly. Oh, before we get there. So last episode before this one, we had it ended with them on the boat and Mariah going full Mariah, and after Dr. Contessa said that it's like everybody done had their moments where everybody being some shit, and then excuse me, then they talked about Mariah, saying Mariah, I think it was that Mariah got the most shit because she done got into the most shit with everybody on the show, which is a fact. Then Mariah asked, then I think Quad has said, like, when somebody's calling you on your shit, it's not it coming at you in an attacking manner. And then Mariah asked, was like, well, while we talk about me, we need to talk about you, Quad, because everybody let you slide with shit. And first of all, that's not true. That's first of all, that's not true. And Quad has her ways. Don't get me wrong, but compared to some of the other people on the show, and especially of all people, fucking Mariah, Mariah the last motherfucker to be talking. And so cut to like they get into it, and then Dr. Simone jump her ass into it, and her and Mariah actually shut up, and then the Simone and fucking Quad get into it. Not the Simone, and it continues this episode, and Dr. Simone just gets loud and belligerent and just is like, you have an issue with Quad, you have an issue with Quad, all this, then the third. And some of the cast does start agreeing, like Dr. Heavenly, I think what was it, Dr. Jackie that said something? She didn't go like full, ignorant, but she said something to that effect in like a polite way. And me and Candace talking about this before we recorded. I have a huge issue with all that. And Candace, feel free to jump in anytime. Because my whole thing is this. If y'all had all these issues with Quad, why would you wait until Mariah, who has fell out and caused shit with all of y'all, has dragged all of y'all publicly, has gotten into it over the years on this show? Why wait until she say something and charge y'all up to air out your grievances with Quad? That's some weirdo and coward shit to me. And especially in Dr. Simone case, when just 2 episodes ago, you was just telling Mariah, like, look, you need to own up to all the shit that you have done to us over the years. Like, you can't force us to forgive you when you can't force, you can't expect for us to just fall at your feet and beg for your forgiveness when you're not begging forgiveness from us, because you have done a whole lot of shit to everybody in this group. So for Dr. Simone to just turn up on Quad like that and everybody else to co-sign that shit, when if anybody, the most problematic motherfucker in that group is Mariah, that's really trash to me. That is really trash to me, and that's some weirdo shit. That's some coward shit. Like, if you felt this way all about Quad this whole damn time, then you should have been honest, sat down with Quad and said something like, hey, Quad, I don't like, how insensitive you could be at times. I'm just throwing some shit out there. I don't like how you can be laid, or I don't like how you can be all about yourself or sometimes. Okay, if you got those issues with Quad, tell her about that, but don't wait till a motherfucker that all y'all don't really like to charge all up and then air out these grievances with Quad. That's some coward shit to me.
Yep. It's So the part that really got me is because I really don't mind the cast having their own set of issues with Quad, right? Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But when Quad asks, what have I done that has been so offensive to y'all? These motherfuckers said you be late for events.
Like, of all the shit that
They said you don't respect our time because when we have stuff, you are late for it. Now let me say this: being late to things you get invited to, especially on a regular basis, it is rude.
right.
But it is nowhere near the level of mean and nasty and disrespectful that Mariah has been throughout her tenure on that show.
To
Let's
everybody.
let's make this completely yes. Let's make this completely clear. Being late to events is not the same as dragging people's mom, people's kids, people's this, people's that.
Calling
Talking
people
about
homeless like she did
calling
Quad.
people homeless and telling people that Quad's address was her P.O. box and what she was putting down was her license plate number. This, that, and the third. Furthermore, let me say this. Quad has always been there for every member of that show.
And she said that. And they pulled the receipt.
And when Dr. Simone dad, they found her dad there. Quad is the one that went with her and Cecil.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Dr. Jackie have something, Quad is there. Every time Toya have something, Quad is there. When her and Mariah was cool, every time Mariah was doing something or going through something, goddamn, Quad was ready to fight. I don't know how far back you watched, but Quad was about to beat some asses when somebody had revealed to the cast that one of Mariah's kids was not Dr. Aiden's kids.
I don't think
nobody knew. That far. Nobody knew. So Mariah has two kids. Only one of them is 2 or 3. It's some twins or something. It's some twins and then an older kid. Yeah. The older kid is not Dr. Aiden's. But nobody knew because Dr. Aiden and Mariah had been together so long, he adopted the kid. But nobody knew that till I think Toya told it. And Quad was about to beat Toya ass about it.
So again, and that just brings the point closer home. Like for all of them to just turn on Quad like that, and over Mariah, dog. Like what? Mariah, what?
The last season reunion, Mariah was talking about she didn't give a fuck if she was ever friends with none of them again.
Right.
But now this y'all king.
Nice. Well played, friend. You are doing amazing.
It's so much. It's so extra. Like I said, I do not have a problem with them having their own issues with Quad, but let them be real issues. Because, baby, being late for some shit that you really don't want to come to in the first place ain't that. And getting on Quad about being cold towards Mariah ain't it. Mariah took some very, very, very low blows, nasty digs at Quad when they were beefing to the point where we cannot ever be friends again, and that is just what the fuck it is.
Right.
Period.
Goddamn, you know what killed me? Goddamn, Dr. Heavenly talking about it's been years. Get over it. You couldn't get over not talking about Mariah mama, girl.
For a day.
Right. So like you the last one.
Apologized Sunday and talked about her mama Monday. Bitch, bye.
Right. Girl.
Let me say this. Dr. Simone's misery is showing this season so badly. You can tell that her marriage is in shambles. Her attitude, her messiness, her need to fuel shit that don't need to be fueled so that she can feel a little better about the misery she's going through. It shows. It shows so much. Bad. Real bad. And so I think this season has really kind of made me not very much of a Dr. Simone fan, just seeing how she carries herself in her marriage and when she's going through shit, how she treats other people. It's how she plays victim. And so this is the perfect time to segue into Dr. Heavenly's couple therapy. First of all, let me say this. Let me say this. There's no way you as a doctor, a dentist, an orthodontist, felt like you were capable of running a couples therapy. I am so confused because a group of doctors know fucking better. You should have hired an actual couples therapist for that fucking retreat. Like you hired the sex therapist. Yeah. You didn't she wasn't trying to help. She was trying to be messy.
Right. Like the question she was asking, how the lack of empathy and tact with the questions, like it was just so. Listen, let me tell you something. Her husband ain't his name Damon.
Yeah.
Listen, Damon, I'm gonna say this. Dr. Heavenly don't deserve Damon because he seemed like a genuinely good
He's
man.
a nice guy.
He is a genuinely good man and a good husband. And Dr. Heavenly do not deserve him because listen, let me tell you something. That man sat up there and took the criticism for his wife's callousness and apologized while being like, look, I understand and I apologize if all questions or anything that I've said on my behalf and my wife's behalf has offended y'all. But I would appreciate it if you not talk to my wife any old kind of way. I understand, but please just let's keep it respectful. Do you know how lucky?
Hold on.
Okay.
Listen, London is learning how to shake her head. Yes, she gonna break her fucking neck. It's like her head just bouncing back and forth. She gotta learn how to shake her head, yes. Or my baby gonna have whiplash. Holy shit. I am screaming. Head just bouncing up and down like a bobblehead.
Right.
Listen. You have. I feel like the only saving grace for Dr. Heavenly is her husband. Like, correct. Dead ass, it's going to, like, Damon might get the bigger contract and might be the one showing up on the show more next season. He is the nicest, most insightful person on the show this season. Like, he don't excuse his wife's behavior. He calls her out on her shit. No, Heavenly, you're dead wrong.
Right.
I like that about him. And right. So let me get to, because this ties into, so we'll get to the other couples, but when Dr. Simone and Cecil came up there and Dr. Heavenly asked the question about taking money from the account, what Dr. Simone left out and defected from was that Maserati that she drives and they film her driving in all the goddamn time and that she brags on, she went and made that purchase without talking to Cecil. He didn't know about it till the shit was delivered off the truck.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna tell me you went, because if I'm not mistaken, some of those Maserati, some of them custom models, they don't finance them. You have to pay for them outright. Mm-hmm. Ain't no financing. You got to have the money up front. That when he said that, you know, she said, "This not about what I do; it's about you." He
Right.
said, how it's not about what you do. This
Right.
a tit for tat. This ain't no tit for tat. This man had a business goal, and FYI, that app is live. His kids app for kids who want to get paid to do chores and stuff. I think it's live because I check on it every now and then.
We live, baby.
So I'm just trying to understand how you are this upset about him investing in a business and you went and just bought yourself a goddamn car and didn't say a word.
Right. You up here done made y'all get two separate houses and you want to put it all on him. Like she avoids accountability like a motherfucker.
Real bad. Real bad. And Cecil went off. And he deserved to go off. Like dead ass, you've been trying to, and then he not perfect. He pretty fucking close to it. Cause I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't know very many men who would step up to the plate and remain working, remain and then be the powerhouse in terms of parenting and housekeeping and domestic duties. A lot of men wouldn't do that. A lot of men would file for divorce
Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to
because
figure out like
he don't complain about it.
right.
So you
Like
complaining, you this pissed off about him investing in something, and then his reason for doing it, he says, "Listen, my job has been laying off people every year. I don't want to be blindsided. I want to have something else going. Should they finally decide to lay me off, I
right.
want to have something going and reaping profit from it. Should I get laid off in the near future? How are you mad about that? Should
She
it have
just
been discussed with her? Yes. Should it remain this big elephant in the room? No.
right. Like she just like I said, she wanna put all of it on him and that shit is trash. Ain't no way around saying that. It's trash.
Yep. Yeah. And then so I guess we can move to Toya and Eugene. Um yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
I feel like London kind of filled in for us. Okay,
Mm.
so let me say this. I I also feel that Eugene is a good guy and a good husband and a good man. Um, he even said himself like he had to keep himself out of his respect for Damon because Heavenly it's like Curtis said. Heavenly is good at being a wife to Damon. She is a shit at everything else.
Yeah.
Cause like the way she was asking the questions, the lack of tact, she was like, Toya was like, this, why would you like? And I think Toya had a valid reason. Like, if you're gonna ask questions, ask shit that you know that I would ask my spouse, not no shit that you want us to hit, that you want us to say. Like the fuck? What you think this is?
Exactly.
Like that, all that shit was like Dr. Heavenly just wanted to be messy. You know what I mean? And again, God bless Damon. Heavenly don't deserve him because I can't even remember the shit that she told Eugene or told Toya to ask. But Toya was like, this ain't no shit that he would. This ain't even a problem that we even one having our marriage or two don't told y'all that we have in our marriage. Like the fuck? I just
I just
Heavenly trash. So now that we got that out of the way, yes, Lennon. Whew, not gonna lie, it was refreshing to see. Jackie finally stopped being a robot and just break all the way down, like break down like the choreography in the Michael Jackson video. Just god damn.
Wait, so I went to see if like if Cecil and some of the other men from the show on Twitter they are, and Cecil is an avid tweeter. But then so I went to Quad's husband page and he retweeted something and it said, "I almost don't want to sit through this marital focus group unless it's gonna end with Dr. G peeling off in that little itty bitty car with the tires screeching." Hey, he get in that little what is that called? Mini Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And he burned goddamn rubber like it's a Corvette. Oh shit. Listen.
When you do the clownery.
Listen, before we go to Dr. Jackie, let's just talk about Quad and Dr. G. Let me tell you something. Before, now that we mention it, Dr. Greg drives a Mini Cooper, and before Quad went and got herself that Mercedes G-Wagon, Quad was driving some other expensive luxury car. Let me, we got, and it's gonna get serious for a second, even though we was just clowning.
It's fine.
There is no way to break the barriers of patriarchy without also breaking these standards that we put on men and their masculinity. And that severely disappointed me from Quad. You don't do the masculine things. Why is taking out the trash a masculine thing? You are again feeding into patriarchy, because that patriarchy says, well, men take out the trash, women do the dishes and cook the laundry, men cut the grass, men fix the cars, men do the this, do the that. You can't have it both ways. If we are saying flush patriarchy down the toilet, you have to toss all those gender roles that you've assigned to men and women with it. You can't say no patriarchy, women do what they want, when they want, how they want, and then say, oh, you a man, you need to do masculine roles like take out the trash. The fact of the matter is, if the trash is full, take the fucking trash out. Period. And I feel like Dr. Greg had a valid point with that. If the trash need to be taken out, but I'm working 10 to 12-hour days, baby, take the trash out for me. What's the big idea?
Yeah.
I don't have to take the trash out much. Let me say that. I don't have to take the trash out much. But it's not because I tell Mike he a man, so he's better take the trash out. When Mike get up, because when I leave to go to work at 5:30 in the morning, I'm not taking the trash out because it's 5:30 in the morning. When Mike get up and start his day with London, typically he get up, come in the kitchen, and look around the house, see what need to be done, and he does it. And that typically includes when the trash needs to go out, the trash is taken out by the time I get home. Now, if it's a day where I'm not working, or if I'm leaving out later than normal for work, I'll take the trash out because it's not a big deal. But I don't assign masculine roles to what my husband should be doing. That is unfair, especially when he doesn't put the same onus of, well, you the wife, you supposed to cook and clean. You supposed to fold my drawers. You supposed to do this. He doesn't do that to me, so why are we feeling like it's okay to do that to a man?
I agree with that. I think it's honestly, I agree with was it Eugene who said this? I think it was Eugene. Well, I think Quad's issues is deeper than just like the trash thing, but she's using that as like a cop out. You know what I mean? Like the issue is bigger. Oh, go ahead.
I'm not gonna dismiss Quad's feelings because I'm not in her marriage 24/7, but I truly believe that Quad wants her cake. I hate that analogy. I feel like Quad doesn't want to compromise anything, but wants everything from Dr. Greg. You cannot have with great success there comes some sacrifice, honestly. And any relationship you in where one person or both of you are highly successful, there's gonna be some things. Sometimes you're not gonna get the time you necessarily want. We've seen that with all the doctors. That's been an ongoing theme with every doctor on that show. Not even just Dr. Greg. Dr. Simone marriage falling apart because she spent more time at work than with her family and her husband. Dr. Jackie, her husband says that he sought companionship elsewhere because his wife closed down on him and threw herself into everything doctor related. Toya couldn't get no dick because Eugene was working 80 hours to pay off their tax issues. Like Dr. Contessa wants to quit her job because her kids are saying we don't see mommy enough. Like with the kind of success that you want to have as a doctor, you sacrifice a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sacrifice. And it's not just Dr. Eugene. All of those doctors are sacrificing because they want to be successful and the best in their field. I don't think Quad is being fair or reasonable, especially when um she's pretty much a kept woman. Like, and that's not even saying like it's a bad thing, but it's just to say you are in a situation where your money is your money and your husband handles everything else and he started a practice and he works a ton and you are literally beating him over the head for providing you a lifestyle that you want to be accustomed to living. I'm not even being funny. Like we just sat up here and laughed about that man driving a Mini Cooper and you got multiple luxury vehicles. Like that kind of lifestyle, it comes at a price, honestly. And it do come at the expense of some damn trash being taken out. And it might come at the expense of some quality time. You have to really decide what it is that you want from that situation. Give me the remote. Yes, give it here. Don't snap your fingers at me.
I agree. It's like um I agree. I do feel like Greg also needs to change some things too though. And that's what kind of like the men was trying to tell him like um that's what Eugene was saying like it's not it's not necessarily like the trash per se. It's something deeper, but at the same time, Quad needs to be more understanding, and he needs to be more understanding. Because I mean, he still do have some kind of archaic, methods of thinking as far as marriage and
Yeah, he not romantic. He not romantic at all.
at all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying he got to, you know, just could do a complete 180 and just become fucking an R&B singer, but he could stand to show a little bit more effort. Like both of them could. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, he definitely lacks in the romance department. You know, if you can't be present and accounted for, if you can't, sorry, my mother was FaceTiming me. If you can't be present and accounted for like you need to be at home, you should be doing romantic gestures all the goddamn time.
yeah,
You should be
you know,
sending flowers. You should be sending her on trips. You should be, when you got some time off, it should be just you and her going on dates, spending some quality time. You breaking your neck to get to the golf range and this, that, and the third. Yes, of course she's gonna feel away. I would too.
right. It's
You might
like
not complain about the trash if you were showing up, showing up in other ways.
right. It's like they both have points, but it's like they don't want to see the other's point of view on it.
Correct.
You know. But yeah, um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Ain't nothing else really that happened.
Oh, Dr. Jackie.
Oh yeah. Cause we went on a whole tangent with Greg and Quad. But yeah, it was nice to see Dr. Jackie, like I said, stop being a robot for 5 minutes and really like break down and emote. And while she even said in her confessionals, like it was kind of awkward, because I do think they, that's kind of awkward. Like they didn't tell her that they was inviting Curtis and stuff, and it was awkward. But like she said, I think it was good because they really have been trying to work through it, and like she finally broke down. And I think even a question that Doctor hit again, a question Doctor Heavenly fucking asked every time they try to get Curtis to say some fuck shit in front of Jackie, he deflect that shit out of motherfucker. He like, look, I'm not going to allow y'all to basically excuse my cheating. I'm going to own up what I did, and me and Jackie are gonna work this out, but I'm not gonna allow y'all to excuse me cheating. And I do appreciate it.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I also want to say that I really admire Dr. Jackie's drive. I admire what she does with breast cancer. I admire her, how committed and dedicated she is to her patients and their health needs. And but but you cannot turn yourself into a robot to overcome things that you've been through. Dr. Jackie checked out of her marriage long before Curtis physically checked out of their marriage. And it's evident because she never, I remember in previous seasons, Curtis saying, Jackie, I need to see more of you. I need you to be here. And she completely brushed him off. Like, it's crazy because it's that age-old thing. Like, you don't really know what you got until it's stepping out or it's leaving you. Like, she told that man, well, if you ain't happy, you should leave. He left, and she like, why'd you leave? Like, you have to be accounted. You have to be accountable and accounted for every day in your marriage. Like, honestly and truly, work and outside things should not come before your marriage. And they did for Dr. Jackie. And she checked out. And then he checked out and he cheated. And it's not right. And I'm not blaming her for his actions. But what I'm saying is they disconnected from each other a long time ago.
Yeah.
And that much is evident. And I think part of the reason is because Dr. Jackie couldn't have kids and she felt like less than and things of that nature. But I feel like had she talked to Curtis, they would have figured out a way to get around that. They could have adopted. They could have tried, I don't know, in vitro. They could have had a surrogate. They could have they there's so many options out here aside from biological kids. There's so many kids that need homes. So many babies, toddlers, preteens, teenagers, so many kids out here that need loving homes that you don't necessarily have to be a biological parent to be a parent. And I think she shut down instead of exploring the options available to her. And she shut down on Curtis, and everything just went to hell. And Curtis did the ultimate no. And I am glad he was there. I'm glad to see him constantly take ownership, not just when it's convenient, but he constantly takes ownership. So that is, as a newlywed, that is really good to see that, because so much you hear so much of if that nigga doing ABC, leave him, and it's like, it's nice to see the other side of the coin. Not to say you excuse cheating all the time or every time, but when it's there and when both parties seem committed to change, I feel like that's a powerful image to see on TV.
Agreed, and especially a black couple like that.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, I do. I appreciate Dr. Jackie opening up, and I also appreciate Curtis taking ownership because it seemed like, and maybe I'm tripping, but it seemed like damn near, well, not every woman on the cast, but it seemed like almost a lot of the women on the cast have kind of been like, well, girl, I mean, I'm not saying cheating is right, but and it's like Curtis don't allow them to try to shift the blame on the Jackie in that way.
I agree.
Uh, so yeah, that was Bravo. So we TV and growing up hip hop and now, nigga.
First off, JD daughter got him be the most nice. JD daughter is weird to me. And what? Listen, and what? Whomst? Whomst did she think was gonna get on board with her moving into an apartment with somebody fresh out of high school and not nan one of yous got a job?
Not Nair. He's like, oh, he does photography. JD was like, girl,
Whomst
do
did
I
she
look like
think was gonna pay and co-sign for that?
Boo Boo the Fool?
She's only like 18, 19. She can't even get an apartment in her name. She
Right.
don't even got no job. I'm sitting here like, whom did you think was going to? How did you think this was going to? What did you think this was going to? Did you
Right.
really think this was going to?
Right. Like I am tired of the brat being everybody mama bear, but in this situation, she was like huh?
I'm telling your goddamn daddy.
Right. And I can't even blame her in this situation because you done lost your whole ass damn mind.
But on the flip, I'm so goddamn tired of them blaming Bow Wow for shit now. Goddamn. Bow Wow ain't invite that girl to the studio. Bow Wow ain't break nothing in that studio. Bow Wow even called that girl out her name when she got the breaking shit in that studio. Why are we acting like Bow Wow is Killmonger?
This your king?
Like, what? Bow Wow honestly ain't do nothing. Bow Wow has not bothered anybody the whole season.
Right. And again, fuck y'all for making us defend Bow Wow.
I am so annoyed. I'm really sick of Deb Adney crying. How you was representing Gucci and Waka and all these other people and you ain't got no backbone. Baby, what is? What is this?
Explain.
Explain yourself. What is this?
Right. Like, look, and I like Deb, and I do like the fact that Deb got a heart. Don't get me wrong. But baby, you can't be crying every damn episode, and when someone show you who they are, believe them.
Listen, Johnny Blaze is a huge talent. Why do you think a huge talent like Johnny Blaze has been left in the gutters of Atlanta?
Georgia.
Why do you think nobody has capitalized on a talent like Johnny? Deb, it's because she's fucking crazy and she prioritizes her crazy over her career. Stop trying to save her. If she really wanted to get on, Johnny has rubbed enough hands and elbows as a stripper that she could be on by now. I am not even being funny. I adore Cardi B. Cardi B is crazy, but you know what Cardi B know what to do? Turn her crazy off to get a goddamn check. She know what type of crazy to use to get to the money. Johnny is far more talented than Cardi. Let's put that out here. Johnny plays several instruments. She's classically trained on the piano. She has an amazing voice. She can rap. And she can't get anywhere but on a reality show. in the poll. There. Go find you somebody that really wants to take advantage of the connections that you have in the Atlanta hip hop industry.
Correct. There. If you ever happen to come across this podcast, listen to me. You got a big heart bigger than mine. That is a good thing. Save everybody, baby. You can't save everybody.
You cannot.
Sometimes they just don't want to be saved.
Don't want to be
And
saved
it
by
don't and it don't
don't.
make and it don't make you a bad person. It don't make you a bad person for wanting to save some people. You got a heart. That's a good thing.
I'm even say the Brad had a point with Deb. Why are you hurt and bothered by somebody that's not your biological child, or somebody you did not raise, but you kind of just took in after your son, may he rest in peace, committed suicide? Baby, go find you another play child to mommy too, who gonna appreciate what you doing and what you got and what you do for them. Because
Right,
listen,
because listen, I don't have kids yet, and I couldn't imagine my own child committing suicide. So listen, my heart I go out to Deb. That I can understand that is a huge hole in her heart. I completely understand it. But when people like Brandon showing you who they are, cut them off. Fuck that nigga. We'll get to his trash ass in a minute.
oh yes, because baby, I'm just waiting.
So, but yeah, just just be a little harsher sometimes. That's all. That's all. You know,
Yeah.
for your own peace, if anything.
Cause I know being a cocaine grandma take its toll on you. Cocaine grandmother. But baby, enough is a damn enough.
Lord have mercy.
Uh so Lord Jesus, please let Ayan get them damn titties reduced and y'all leave that girl the hell alone now, goddamn.
Yeah, like it's getting to be too much at this
With
point.
her little cute self.
She is a cute girl.
London, you and this damn remote. London, okay. Now, mommy don't want to hear that remote no more. But yeah, she is a cute girl, and as usual, men is gonna men, and studs who want to be men is gonna men and try to take agency from a woman over her body when she clearly is in pain all the goddamn time.
Right.
You could look at Ayana's frame and just tell that her boobs are just far too big for her frame
Correct.
because she's not even a big girl.
Right.
If you look past her boobs, she is pretty small in stature.
Hmm.
I know her back killing her.
Yep. Like
Now,
it's really weird. Like and she kind of touched on it in the confessionals. Like her dad had a friend that went into surgery and he didn't make it out, and I understand. Like I'm not heartless. I
I do
understand
I
that's
did it, but to an extent because breast reductions is so goddamn common.
right.
It's just like leave the girl alone.
And
Let her.
this is the health of your daughter. Like
Yeah, that's the health. Like a lot of issues come with years of oversized boobs and back pain, and her posture gonna be better. She gonna be able to work out more, and she's gonna be a lot happier and feel better. So leave her the hell alone. Jesus Christ.
right. Like it's not your body. You know. I mean, I get it. It's your daughter. You scared. I get it. But it's not your body.
It's not your body.
Like
End of the day, it's not your body.
right. And clearly she got the money to do it on her own. She don't need your money to do it. So like you
Speaking
know.
of big bodies,
Whoo.
Brandon.
Child.
And what? Let me tell you something. I'm truly starting to believe that Brandon Barnes may have some mental health issues because in no form or fashion do you show up to anybody's event or housewarming anything after you were just talking shit about their father when y'all just squashed y'all beef because you was talking shit about her father. Like, what, nigga?
In what universe does that make sense?
They didn't invite him. How the fuck did he find out where they live at? Well, I know how they found out. That was some production type shit. Of course.
Of
But
course.
still, production would have just had to fire me because I know where I'm gonna show up to this. First of all, Brandon old than a motherfucker. Can we please get that out the way?
Yo,
Brandon might be one of the older people on that show, one of the older growing up hip hop kids. Like, I want to Google it, but I think he like 26, 27. Fucking Reginae and Zanique is like 18 and 19. Or 19 and 20. They 19 and 20.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it right quick.
He is way too old to be showing up at anybody's housewarming. Well, Zanique got to be 21 because she was drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But Reginae is 19.
Let's see. Brandon Barnes. Okay, that's his last name.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now that I got his last name, because we couldn't remember his last name for shit. See, I can't find that nigga age for shit. Damn, goddamn, you don't even when you type in Brandon Barnes, when you type in Brandon Barnes on Google, you have to put in hip hop, otherwise it's gonna a baseball player is gonna pop up.
See, when you do clownery,
the clownery,
you claiming you out here outworking everybody, and you ain't even got a Wikipedia.
Right.
You do the clownery.
You're not even Google.
Back to the bites.
You can't even Google you. Do you even Google, bro?
Exactly.
How you outworking somebody and your work don't show up on a Google search? Help me understand.
Cause I is confused.
I am confusion. Explain, Brandon. Explain.
Arkansas. Like, okay, so right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like 20, 26-ish or something of that sort. But yeah, ain't no way you had no business showing up to them girls' house with your big overgrown dumb ass. And the only reason Bow Wow came over there is because Bow Wow pretty much grew up around them girls.
Right.
So that's that. But yeah, get the hell on up out of here.
And then Lion talking about what interview? Boy.
I wasn't talking about you. Then they rolled the footage back. That's the thing now. Pull receipts on these liars.
Right.
They rolled the footage. Yeah, Reginae, mind her business. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And right. You a coward.
But I'm not talking about you though. Okay.
Big old fat coward. Ciao, bye.
Right. And then next episode, Dale finna put his ass out and he gonna be crying in Carl Thomas.
Big move.
Right.
But, life mood.
Correct. So so I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. We about to circle around the VH1. You said you didn't catch New York this week, did you? Right.
Right. I slept through it.
I too slept through it. We didn't live tweet because we was both asleep. I was exhausted. I just needed some rest.
Life be life.
I watched New York and Bianca got all them hands, but she's still stupid and wrong. And that's why I pretty much sit with Bianca. Like, so Mariah Lynn and Dream Doll and Bree squashed whatever issues they had. And so Mariah Lynn playing Peacekeeper tried Holy shit, Mom! I'm recording the podcast. Please stop calling me.
My own mamas.
Yeah. So Mariah Lynn tries to play Peacekeeper to get Bianca on this Paradise song for Safari's remix, and Bianca on some petty shit is mad at Mariah Lynn for squashing the beef she had with them girls that never had nothing to do with her in the first place. And she's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. And they get to the studio with Safari, and Bianca goes, I didn't have no intentions on doing it ever. I just said it because I was pissed that you made up with them. So I just said whatever you wanted to hear, but I'm not doing none of this. And I was just like, this was corny.
Right, very. Because especially from the fact that Mariah Lynn and her young and dumb brand of loyalty, really the only reason she got in that beef is because, as a matter of fact, her and Dream Daughters, like I said last week, the only reason that Dream Doll and Mariah Lynn even was in that shit was because Mariah Lynn's whole thing was, well, if y'all try to jump Bianca, I'm gonna jump in it. And then Dream Doll's thing was, if y'all jump Bree, then I'm gonna jump in it, and which was stupid. So,
Right.
so the fact that she made up with them on some shit that she really didn't have shit to do with. I mean, look, listen, it is. I completely understand. Like, if motherfuckers fall out and it's some like if it's some like real deep shit, like I ain't never gonna be cool with you and all that type of shit, I get it. But in this situation, you dead ass wrong. Like, more than likely, you were in Bree's man's messages when you knew they were together on some hey big head type shit. So Bree's beef is valid and you wrong. So you can't really be mad at people squashing some shit that you wrong about. Like, I don't like total help me understand.
Yeah, correct. I think what else happened? Also, so Bree, no, Bianca went by DJ Webstar studio and they got into it, and apparently some of the beef began when DJ Webstar was trying to put Bree and Bianca against each other.
Mm.
And then I'm guessing it just kind of escalated from there.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't it always a missing nigga?
It's always a messy ass little flat foot, fat face nigga in the mix somewhere.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Speaking of clownery.
Correct.
Speaking of
And
clownery.
so
So,
so that's how that came about. And then afterwards, uh Jacquay, Cayenne, and Anais had this little weird meetup where they both said nothing happened between them. And Cayenne called Anais all types of trash and this, that, and the third. And Anais was like, well, I might be trash, but I guess your man like trash because he was all in my face and disregarding you. And so then Cayenne got mad and was like, I'm remaining calm. See, I ain't jump across the table on you. Like, girl, shut the hell up. Hey, I promise. I promise. I promise. Don't nobody care.
yeah, because I mean, we already have established that Anais is trash, so it's like you don't need to prove that she any more trash than we already have established that she is.
Correct.
So I mean, you could have. Good to hell luck, everybody.
That's all I have.
So
Yeah, I don't have shit else for that.
Miami, on the other hand. So you want to start it off? So I'll start it off. So I guess we could start with something like um uh, fucking JoJo and this situation with her parents. I mm, mm. Like, I don't want to say I don't care, but I kind of don't care. Like, it's not. I, it's not. JoJo's situation with her parents and his divorce. It's not giving us. It's not giving us juice. You know, it's giving us things, but it's not giving us juice. It's giving us like like if Divorce Court was filmed in Miami, it would be JoJo's storyline. Uh, that's more or less, where I kind of am with it. I think Candace is having technical difficulties. Uh, this will be a perfect time to remind you that you are listening to the Ratchet Ramblings podcast on the CSPN. And you can check out our website at cspn.us and click that podcast tab and listen to all of our shows. If you love listening to my country ass voice, or you love listening to Candace's hot takes, or you enjoy London's little baby coos and banters and hilarious moments in the background, you can help us out by shopping with our sponsors. Again, you are listening to the Ratchet Ramblings podcast on the CSPN. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Oh, yeah. First of all, put my shoe down. Y'all, babies is some kind of mess. Whoa.
It be your own babies.
It be your own babies. But what the fuck with Pleasure P and Baby Blue and Bucky? Y'all finna fight over Bucky Shay Johnson, who likely had relations with Flavor Flav?
First of all, we have to say this because it's customary. Shay's wigs are trash.
All the time. First off, I'm trying to figure out Pleasure P is a whole weirdo. You are mad at Baby Blue and completely furious with Shay when you the one that got caught doing some dirt. It's always niggas. It's always niggas.
Mm-hmm.
You are dead ass acting like this girl did you dirty, and you the one that was trying to play her.
Right, and play Gabby.
How? Like, how is that even possible? Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. I truly and honestly believe that Pretty Ricky got back together for those other three niggas and not Baby Blue, because it appears that Blue has been on his grind since Pretty Ricky broke up.
Right.
And he been doing some marketing and all kind of stuff. It's just like, who is the one nigga from what group is that be making troll accounts and doing shit? Is that B2K or some shit? What group is that? No, it's Pretty Ricky. Like, Slick him down be making, like, he used to make troll accounts and do some type of shit or something.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Ask Tay because I know she know. But
right.
So
Tay be having all the tea.
On groups like Pretty Ricky and shit.
Right.
Like on ratchet groups.
Right.
But Shay, I will say that Shay is annoying, but I truly believe in her vision in terms of fitness, because Shay has always had a really nice body.
Agreed.
Always. And I'm pretty sure that she probably, that 40 pounds she gained, it probably was after that whole scrappy love hip hop engagement shit. And she just kind of went into hiding. She probably was hurt and gained some weight. And she lost it naturally. And she looks really good. Like, her body looks really good. She's always had a nice body. And she looks really fit now.
Right.
So
she always had a good body. She just annoying.
Her vision with the Shay J Fit or whatever it's called.
You said
I believe in that. I believe in that.
Agreed. Same. Like, I agree. Like, it's niggas be having whole ass cases of nerve. Like, this nigga told Baby Blue, it's like,
You on some thirsty shit.
I'm like, nigga, first of all, this is the same nigga that when you was out here two-timing on Shay and also putting Gabby in a fucked up situation, he was trying to warn your ass like, P, yo, like, my man's like, hey, bake cold blue, something, whatever. Like, he was looking out for your dumb ass. Like, man, look, if I would have been Baby Blue, I would have told him, boy, fuck you.
Now, please, if Pleasure P walked in on him and Shay cuddled up on some kissy shit, okay.
Then I could see.
This man just trying to get to the check.
Right. Something your ass clearly ain't doing.
So, I thought that was awkward and uncalled for. This woman with gunplay and this cocaine and shit, girl, take your ass on back to Atlanta and call it a day. What are you trying to save a crackhead for? Everybody and their mama know you can't save a crackhead. I get the boxing with my demons. Like,
oh man, like Kiara, she should she could have stayed in Atlanta for this shit. She honestly could have.
She should stay in Atlanta.
Yeah.
She should take her ass back to Atlanta.
I feel like she would fit in with the Atlanta cast way more than the Miami cast.
Maybe she'll stop boxing with a demon. Like the
shit. Oh man. Yeah.
I don't really have much to say on Gunplay.
Me either, honestly. Cause I mean, it's like, what can you say?
Nothing.
I mean, yeah. He is clearly not okay. He is clearly using. He clearly ain't gonna get no help for it. I mean, Rick Ross tried to talk some sense into him, but shit. I mean, it don't seem like he trying to don't get no help. So I mean, what can you say?
Pretty much nothing.
Other than good the hell look, everybody.
Right.
We got to get Curtis to get that on the shirt.
Right. But to the main event. First off, well, this gonna be a slight light drag. I'm just really.
London turning up. Tonight. I told you before we recorded, she want that dough that you cooking. Cause usually she'll be this turned up.
Yeah, she. That's cause she walking and stuff, so she hella to the max now. But, goddamn. So I'm just gonna say Veronica Vega is trash, and that's the only reason that I'm not really here a drag Amara like I would if it was anybody else. But it goes back to what I said last week. You question the authenticity of Amara and all those crocodile tears when she's now hanging out with Young Hollywood just to hang out with him.
Yeah.
Yes, extended you an opportunity to be on the radio show and get your music heard. Yes, you took the opportunity. No big deal. Cool, fine. Randomly hanging out with him and showing up to stuff with him, it makes me question how you moving, especially when a big part of why you and Veronica fell out is because she opted to hang out with him or possibly work with him.
Right. Now, I will say this. I agree. At the same time, because I went back and watched the first episode to make sure I wasn't crazy when I make this point. Part of that also is if Veronica didn't care about the shit, she shouldn't have volunteered to take up that cross. Because she did. She took up when she didn't care, she should have been like, okay, Amara girl, like I hear you, but it really ain't that deep. So let me just go on about my damn business. Amara dragged it out. I agree. But at the same time, if Veronica didn't care, like clearly she don't, she should have never tried to take up that cross because didn't nobody tell her to accept that offer from Hollywood and try to make peace and shit when she really, like she really didn't want the nigga in the first place. She did that. Amara didn't ask her to do that shit. Correct. So it's kind of like, and at least in my opinion, if we disagree, that's fine. But I feel like Amara, it looks funny on Amara's part. It does. At the same time, if Veronica didn't want all that smoke either, she should have never feigned like she cared when she didn't in the first place.
I feel like Veronica did care. And then I feel like when she spoke to Young Hollywood, she realized how much Amara blew it out of proportion. And like, cause they had like when they be having the marathons on before the new episode come on, I typically watch them or whatever. And going back, first of all, Young Hollywood is still trash.
Right. Let's not make that. Let's not forget that.
Let that not be lost on us. He is trash. Yeah. But the initial conversation was more like you could go for a more modern look. When he got to those Nutella Queen jokes, that's where the fuck he lost me at.
Yeah.
That's where he fucking lost me. Had he
stayed double down
had he stayed on path, because when he was like more Beyonce, less, I don't know, whoever the fuck he had said.
Yeah, he said Beyonce.
He said more Beyonce, less something.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was ever talking about in terms of skin color. I think he was talking about Beyonce's look. And as it currently stands, Beyonce looks like the standard for a big name artist. Like, she does look the role. And at the time when Beyonce did rock that afro, that was for goddamn Austin Powers. That wasn't no long-standing, constant, whole career type of situation. Beyonce rocked that afro and bell-bottom jeans when she was trying to promote her role in Austin Powers.
Yeah.
For the most part, Beyonce has maintained a certain look at all times.
Yeah. Like most artists do. Once most artists find their lane, like they kind of more or less stick in it.
Yeah, so I feel like I would have less animosity towards Young Hollywood had he stayed with that selling point. But once he brought in those skin tone jokes, I knew what he was really about.
Yeah.
So I feel like once Veronica heard how the shit popped off, she was kind of like, okay, yeah, you was being extra, Marta was being extra too. Fucking apologize. Let's call it a day.
Yeah.
And then he, his apology didn't come across sincere, and Amara tore into his ass again, and then it just dragged until he apologized, and now she's working with him. So I don't think Veronica didn't not care. I just feel like she felt like it wasn't something that needed to keep dragging. And then I also felt like she was like, you're not going to dictate to me as a grown woman who I can and can't work with or hang with, especially when this situation not nearly as deep as you making it to be. But she also says nigga, and she does not.
I was just about to get to that.
So it's really like, fuck her. And Young Hollywood was pretty much right up her alley. So to see, it just makes me feel like Amara has some issues with discernment. Because
we've been saying that the whole season.
Because there's no way you and Veronica should have ever been friends in the first place. As much as you discuss being Afro-Latina and this, that, and the third. And both these motherfuckers seem to be prejudiced against darker skinned women. Because the minute her and Veronica got into it, Veronica started talking about her afro and you wear weaves and bitch, your hair not blonde and you wear weaves too.
Right.
Fuck is up.
Right. You up here saying nigga and shit, you know what I mean? So, right, I agree. Like her and Young Hollywood are like, right, like you said, they one and the same. And like that again, like that's my kind of like issue with Amara is like I get it, but she can be annoying. I would not disagree with that. Like even though I like her, like I can be honest, like she is annoying. But one of my things is like she don't know how to move with no discernment, and she takes
everything to heart.
Yeah, she takes everything to heart. Like when motherfuckers show you that they trash, like I understand it can disappoint you, but you shouldn't let it like break you, and you should just like move with some discernment. It's like, oh, so that's how you move. Okay, let me just Michael Jackson slide my ass right the fuck on over him.
Correct.
So that's my main issue. So like I do agree. Like it's funny seeing Amara hanging out with Hollywood. It's a you see that you go you know what I mean? Like but like you said, it's also Veronica, so it's like, and at the end of the day, she a white woman that she a white Latina, but let's just call it spade a spade. She a white woman. She might be a white Latina, but she move in the spirit of a full bred ass white woman. So and she say nigga and try to white woman explain why she could say nigga. So it's like she had a couple of points about Amara, but it's also Veronica. So it's like
it's really still fucker. Like I don't
right.
give a fuck, bitch, how you feel about Amara. You still a racist piece of shit and kick rocks.
More or less. More or less.
That's pretty much what I have for Miami. Did I miss anything?
I don't think she only showed up for maybe like one scene or whatever, but them two, that mother and that daughter, Chinese Kitty and Nikki, like
them bitches look like botched experiments. Like Shay said, she ain't lie about that. Them bitches look like X-Men.
Right, I don't like, and also, what is their purpose? Why are they here? Like, I still don't know why they on the show. Still,
they dead ass look like when Stryker was creating them mutants in that lab and shit.
All right.
Okay, I didn't lie. I did not lie.
You didn't, but friend, please.
They look fucking terrible, man.
They do. But I think that's it for Hip Hop Miami. Now,
on to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble. Black freaking ink.
So first and foremost, because I'm gonna set us up. I'm gonna go ahead and move the small shit out the way so we can get to the big shit, friend. So first and foremost, they took that break and we get back. So half the cast in back at the shop, and the other half is in Korea with young baby for her mama. So we're gonna handle the shit that was in the shop. So first and foremost, motherfucking oh shit is goddamn mad because his client, because he hadn't been there, he was in LA. Hit up Alex to do some work for her. Was it her or him or whatever? The client hit Alex up to do some work, and oh shit is mad because he feels like because he's oh shit, it's still his client, and he should nobody tattoo the client other than him, even though he been gone across the whole ass country and ain't been there. I'm confused.
First off, how you move across country, don't tell your clients, and then get mad that they find somebody else in the shop to work on them? You sound a whole idiot.
Like, does he think that nobody else in the shop is supposed to eat other than him? Like, I don't understand.
Alex was like, oh, okay, bro. Oh, well.
Right.
We about to go to the back and do this tattoo.
Right. Alex was like, good the hell up. He was like, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm still gonna do this damn tattoo. Like you wasn't here, so what the fuck you expect? Like, I just please help me understand. I am confusion. I don't get the logic. Like, if anybody, even if you're gonna be big mad, if anybody, I mean, be mad at your client, I guess. Like, how you mad at this man for getting work and eating? Like, I don't like you sounding like a whole ass weirdo right now.
You can't even be mad at nobody because that's what your hand called for. Like, right, when you move like that, it's your responsibility to let your clients know you back in town. Like, oh, hey, boo, I just wanted to let you know I'm back tattooing that black ink. If you want to come by and get any work done, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like play the game how it's supposed to be played.
You're
Instead of
supposed to
being
be
an
a veteran.
idiot, instead of being stupid about this shit, be proactive or accept your L. You ran off to be with that crazy bitch Nikki, and life went on for your clients in New York. That's just the way life goes.
Right.
So it's like I was like, okay, oh shit, you dead wrong.
Oh shit, more like oh you stupid.
Yeah. You don't have a client no more.
Right. It's like oh you wilding.
Oh, you broke.
Right. And if that's what you mad about, if you mad that you broke, then just say that. But don't try to explain it away. Like, no, like Alex ain't do nothing wrong. Like, I don't know, be there. I help me understand.
I don't got nothing.
Okay, all right. Long as we confused together, I'm picking up what you're putting down. But so, is there anything else that happened in New York before we get there?
Nah.
Okay, so Korea. So first of all, let me say this. I am glad that Young Bae's mother is okay. And I am also glad that she, from what they said on the show, like she, with the help of some of her neighbors, her friends, and she also was able to confront her abuser, which that takes a lot of a lot of cojones, if you know what I mean. Like
Yep.
not not everybody is fortunate enough to be able to confront their abuser and have help. So it's good to see that her mom is okay, and I'm glad that Black Ink did not and Big Fish Entertainment did not exploit that in a very trash way.
Correct.
So with that being said, now we got to drag because motherfucking Sky.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna drag quick and to the point with this one because I know we want to keep it under 2 hours. Um, Sky, bitch, you need your ass whooped. Let me tell you something. Well, first off, congratulations to Young Bae. If you ever hear this, congratulations. I looked on her Instagram. The baby is doing well. She's like 23, 24 weeks pregnant now. She's over the halfway mark. She's nice and pregnant and cute and everything.
Yes,
Baby's good.
real quick, let me also correct because at first when we saw this, we didn't know from the way they spliced it on the previews a few episodes back or whatever. We thought that because of how trash Sky is with Candace is about to drag, we thought that she came across the table and endangered the baby. Come to find out, they went to the doctor.
Oh yes.
She was having complications with the baby before that happened, but as Candace just said she went to the Instagram, the baby is everything's good. So we, just correcting ourselves on that. Because I do remember us
Yes.
questioning, like, why even go there with Sky with somebody that don't have nothing to lose? But it was
Yeah.
just the way that they spliced it
Yeah.
and
She
had
didn't
us
go
fooled.
there. She didn't go there with Sky. She actually got up and left the table. So
Right.
yeah. So congratulations to Young Bae and her partner on that. Um,
Now,
Sky, you need your ass whooped, and a lot of that is jealousy. First of all, you didn't call that girl all types of liars, talking about she probably ain't pregnant. Her mama this, her mama that. Her mom is safe and sound. Her baby is good, and you still a deadbeat mom. Let's fucking talk about it, cause
right.
you got the most nerve being jealous to this girl because when you got your ass out. So let's just say the shit is true about Sky's mom giving those kids up for adoption when when she went away to jail or whatever the case may be. You got out of jail. You didn't try to get your shit together and get your kids back. You went and got on some dick, and your kid, you resurfaced once you was on reality TV and needed a fucking storyline. Bitch.
That's why your oldest son wanted to whoop your ass.
He should have stole off on you.
Cause you got a whole ass case of nerve calling Young Bay a liar and demanding proof. Like, who the fuck are you to tell this woman you demand proof that that her father is abusive? I need to see your father. First of all, if the nigga is abusive, then why the fuck do you want to see somebody that's abusive? See, that's why Sky and y'all forgive me, excuse me language. That's why Sky is a dummy bitch. Why the fuck you want to see an abuser? That don't even make no motherfucking sense. Second of all, you got a whole ass lot of nerve calling somebody a liar when you won't. Yes, London, when you won't even tell the motherfucking truth about your own goddamn kids, and you lying like Candace said for a fucking storyline. I listen. I'm glad Young Bay left and got up because and she dumb as hell, but motherfucking Kitty on behalf of Young Bay was ready to steal off and Sky ass, and you know what? I can't even be mad at her.
Nah, Kitty was about to get Scott at work. She's about to give her that down home DC ass whooping.
Right.
I listen. You know, my patience is real thin for the skies of the world. Not only do you have a lot of nerve questioning somebody, we still don't know what's true and what's not about the nature of your kids, because you had everybody and their mama thinking you had twins for the longest fucking time and that you gave those kids up for adoption at birth. And bitch, you had started raising them fucking kids and went to jail, and your mom gave them up for adoption, and you was just like, oh well, fuck it, mama got to have a life too. How dare you question somebody when your baby father showed up at the shop? You was shivering and shaking, talking about call the police because he was abusive and this, that, and the third. But you talk about call your father, I want to meet him. What kind of weak, whack ass bitch says call your abuser up, I want to meet you?
Right.
Child, fuck you. Fuck Sky. Fuck anybody who still is a fan of Sky. I don't have no energy for Sky. Period. Then in the previews next week, she talking about she acting out because she hurt because her son don't want nothing to do with her. Bitch, and you had plenty fucking time to go back for them kids before they turn 18, and you was grappling for a storyline on fucking Black Ink.
Right. Girl, fuck you.
Girl, fuck you. Ooh, fuck you. Ooh.
She hurt my nerve. I was so bad. Like me and Candace was in our group chat seething.
Ooh.
Seething. And like she was just not only was you being trash, like it always bothers me, when people being trash, but then on top of it, they proud of being trash. That always bothers me because she was proud, like she didn't see nothing wrong. Get it, Donna? Like, girl, what? Fucking Donna was like, girl, what? Kitty was like, chill out. Sees yo, bro, the only person you halfway kind of listened to was like, yo, Donna, chill the fuck out. What is wrong with you? Like, and you just ignoring everybody, just turning up on this girl that just went through a traumatic experience, like not even knowing if her fucking mama was alive or not, and then demanding her demanded her she show her her father and shit, when she's saying that not only was her father abusive to her mother, but also abusive to her. Sky, girl, fuck you.
No, seriously, fuck you.
Go straight to hell. Just go straight to hell. Like, you going talking about I'm lashing out because I'm hurt. Girl, you ain't fucking Killmonger. At least we could understand Killmonger. We can't understand you, hell. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck Don. I mean, fuck Donna too, because she trash. But in this situation, fuck Sky. Absolutely fuck Sky. She is
fuck Sky. Like, I don't have no positive nothing to say about Sky. You a trash ass bitch to operate like that.
Right. Like you are truly trash. You are truly trash of the week. We could give you a lifetime achievement award on being trash, because goddamn, you know how to fit the fucking bill. Because I listen, Kitty. Again, God bless Young Bay. She just left because she like, I'm not finna endanger my child, and like she was just so hurt. She was like, she don't understand why Sky doing that. She ain't been nothing but kind to Sky, even though Sky be wilding. And Sky just sitting up there looking like Phaedra, just unbothered after she undid some trash. Girl, fuck you.
Yeah, that was. Yep, I truly want Sky's fade.
Like
I won't even lie.
I won't even judge you for it, friend. I won't judge you because she truly deserves it, and I agree. I like y'all can. I mean, I'm no huge fan of Kitty myself, but I completely agree. Kitty was finna whoop her ass. She was gonna give Sky that work.
Yeah, Sky was moving mad funny, and then shit was so crazy because I remember when that Mexican chick that Sky ran off the show, was talking about Sky kids, and Sky was ready to pounce on the bitch, but now you talking about shit you ain't got no business talking about, girl. Fuck you, for real.
Right.
Hey, my loves, fuck Sky.
You are doing amazing, friend. But yeah, fuck Sky and anybody that love her. And I think that's it because we trying to keep it short, under 2 hours, and I think we did all right.
We did good, and we about to get up out of here. Y'all have a good weekend. Go see Black Panther again.
The strength of the Black Panther will now be stripped away.
The Black Panther.
Go see
Black Panther.
Yes, go see the Black Panther. Seriously though, y'all have a good weekend. We hope you have enjoyed this episode whenever you listen to it. If you're listening to it a little late, if you're listening to it during the week, we hope you have a good week. Hope y'all have enjoyed our hot takes on these reality TV shows, and we hope you have enjoyed London turning up as she explores the world of walking. So she finna be even more of a terrorist to her mom and daddy than she already is.
She got bad. No.
We about to be in the group. You about to be in the group chat telling me, Tay and Curtis, get y'all y'all niece.
Get her. Yeah, somebody better get her. But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for dealing with my child who is about to start her terrible toddler years.
Ooh, child.
And I have to give me a new family. She talking about funny.
But thank y'all. We love y'all. We love us for real. Goodbye, all loves. Peace.
And we will see y'all next week.